Hi, this is Ms. Pellegrin, and today we are looking at Module 2, Lesson 17, Comparing Tape Diagrams, Solutions to Algebraic Solutions. So today we are going to be using tape diagrams to solve equations, and we're going to talk about the sequence of operations used to find the solution, so those properties that allow us to do it. And so then we're also going to look at these tape diagrams and make some algebraic equations with them as well. Okay, so for our opening exercise, it says for his birthday, Zach and 3 of his friends went to a movie. They each got a ticket for $8 and the same snack from the concession stand. If Zach's mom paid $48 for the group's tickets and snacks, how much did each snack cost? And so they give us an equation for open parentheses, s plus 8, close parentheses is equal to 48. Represent the situation when s represents the cost in dollars for one snack. So we want to know how much one snack was cost. Okay, so it says for his birthday, Zach and 3 of his friends. So that's where the 4 is coming from. And then each of them got a ticket that cost $8. That's where the 8's coming from. And then the same snacks. So that's where our S is coming from. Okay, so we said we're going to look at this in 2 different ways. We're going to look at it as a tape diagram, and we're going to look at it as an algebraic solution. So as a tape diagram, we would have our tape diagram. Okay, and we know we had 4 friends. Each one got a snack and a ticket that cost $8. Snack and $8 ticket. So we knew how much the ticket cost, but we didn't know how much the snack cost. We knew that the total of everything was $48. Okay, so we can figure out how much we paid total. We said there was 8 4 times, so we can do 8 times 4 is 32. So we had $48 that the whole thing cost. The tickets cost $32 total. So we're going to take that away. 8 minus 2 is 6, and 4 minus 3 is 1. And so now we just have S left. So there are 4 S's, so we can divide 16 divided by 4. So each snack cost $4. And then we said we would also look at it as an algebraic expression. So we have 4s plus 8 equals 48. So we are going to distribute 4 times s is 4s. There were 4 snacks times 4 times 8 is 32. So that was $32 equals 48. So just like we did when we had the tape diagram, the first thing we did was we subtracted 32 from the 48, because on the left side of that equal sign, positive 32 and a negative 32, those are additive inverses. So that leaves me with 4s plus 0 equals 16. And we know that 4s plus 0 is just 4s. Okay, and then the second step is we divided both by 4, which is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, we want to practice the multiplying by the reciprocal. not just the dividing, so that this would cancel. Equals 1. 4 and 4 equals 1. S is equal to 16 over 4. The 16 times 1 is 16, and 1 times 4 is 16. So S 16 divided by 4 is 4. So these snacks was $4. Okay. From there we go on to an exploratory challenge. In your book you have this exploratory challenge with the expenses. You will be getting these scenarios. So pause the video in order to get your scenarios. Okay, so in your exploratory challenge, it says John and Ag are summarizing some of the expenses from their family vacation for themselves and their 3 children, Louie, Missy, and Bonnie. Okay, so we have a total of 5 people. A whole family has 5 people. That is very important for us to know. Write an algebraic equation, create a model to determine how much each item will cost, using all of the given information, and answer the questions that follow. So these are the expenses, that's some of our information, as well as there may be information within our scenario. So during one rainy day on vacation, the entire family, that's 5 people, decided to go watch a matinee movie in the morning and a drive-in movie in the evening. So matinee movie in the morning and a drive-in movie in the evening. The price for a matinee movie in the morning is different than the cost of a drive-in movie in the evening. The tickets for the matinee morning cost $6 each. So in the morning it was $6 each. How much did each person spend that day on movie tickets if the ticket cost for each family member was the same? What was the cost for a ticket for the drive-in movie? Okay, so how much did each person spend on tickets? What was the cost of a drive-in movie in the evening? So we have 2 questions that we want to answer there. Okay, so we said we'll do it first with a tape diagram so we can get a visual of what's going on there. We had 5 people. Okay, and so each of those 5 people went to the morning, which cost $6. Okay, plus they also went to the evening, which we did not know how much the evening was going to cost. In my expenses information, I see that the movies, the one day that they went, cost a total of $75. Okay, so just like I had done last time, I had $75 was the total. I have 6 3 times or 5 times. So I know I'm spending $30. They're spending $30 in the morning, so I can take that away. Which leaves me with $45. And then there are 5 E's, so we're going to divide that by 5, which leaves me with 9. So the evening ticket cost $9. That answered one of my questions. Drive-in movie in the evening cost $9. And then how much did each person spend that day? So the whole day. In the morning they paid 6, in the evening they paid 9, so they paid a total of $15. Okay, so we also want to show that as an algebraic equation. So there were 5 total, and each of them were getting an evening ticket and $6 is equal to a total of 75. So it's always our total. So we distribute first. 5 times E is 5E. 5 times 6 is 30. Okay, then we subtract the 30 from both sides of the equal sign so that it stays balanced, which leaves me with 5E is equal to 45. We call this our additive inverse. And then we multiply by the reciprocal. To get E by itself. Because 1 goes into 1, that will cross simplify. This will cross simplify down to 1, leaving me with just E is equal to 45 times 1 is 45. And 1 times 5 is 5. So E is equal to 9. Again, that's why we use our variables, so that we can see what E is representing. E is just representing the evening. Then you got to go back and read through your questions. Okay, so in scenario 2, for dinner one night the family went to the local pizza parlor. The cost, okay, so the family, so that was 5 of them. The cost of a soda was $3. If each member of the family has a soda and 1 slice of pizza, how much did 1 slice of pizza cost? Okay, so the whole family went. You know that the soda was $3 plus a slice of pizza. Okay, and here we go. Soda and pizza. The total here was $37.95. Okay, so 3 times 5 is 15. So then $37.95 minus 15, line up your decimals, dollars. Equals $22.95. And then there were going to be 5 slices of pizza, so we're dividing by 5. Okay, so 5 will go into $22.95. Bring that decimal straight up. 5 will go into 22 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. Subtract is 2. Bring down your 9. 5 will go into 29 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. Subtract is 4. Bring down the 5. 5 will go into 45 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. And so we don't have to do any rounding here. Okay, so $4.95 for a slice of pizza. And then let's show it algebraically. So 5, and each of them were getting a slice of pizza and the soda. The total was $37.95. We distribute. So 5p plus 15 equals $37.95. Subtract 15. And I just did it in a different order so you can see that the order doesn't matter. So we're left with 5p is equal to $22.95. And then we're multiplying by the reciprocal, which is the same thing as dividing by 5. We're just practicing the multiplying by the reciprocal because it's going to be beneficial to us later on. So P is equal to $4.95. So a slice of pizza costs $4.95. Scenario 3. One night, John, Louie, and Bonnie went to see a local baseball team play. Okay, John, Louie, and Bonnie, so that's only 3 people. They each bought a game ticket and a hat that cost $10. How much was it each ticket to enter the ballpark? So we have our tape diagram, but this time we're only splitting it up to 3 people. They had the hat for 10 and a ticket plus the ticket. The total right here was $103.83. Okay, so 10 times 3 is 30, so it cost them $30 for the hat. So $103.83 minus 30. That's how much we know has been spent. $73.83. And then they bought 3 tickets, so we're going to divide that by 3. 3 will go into $73.83. 3 will go into 7 2 times 3, 6 minus is 1, bring down 3. 3 will go into 13. 4 times is 12. Subtract. Should have done this up higher. 18. Should have brought my decimal up to start with. 3 will go into 18. 6 times 3 is 18. Subtract 0, bring down my 3. 3 will go into 3 ones. So that gives me $24.61 for a ticket. Shall solve it algebraically. 3 times 10 plus t equals 103.83. 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times t is 3t equals 103. Whoops. 103.83. And subtract minus the $30. Leaves me with 3t is equal to 73.83. And then we're multiplying by the reciprocal, which is the same thing as dividing both by 3. So t is equal to 24.61. Okay, 4. While John, Louie, and Bonnie went to see the baseball game, Ag and Missy went shopping, so these don't count. They bought a t-shirt for each family member, so that's 5 t-shirts that they're buying. And they bought 2 pairs of sandals. Okay, so bought 2 pairs of sandals that cost $10 for a pair. How much was each t-shirt? Okay, so this one's a little bit different here. The number of family members doesn't actually matter, it's the items that they bought. Okay, so they bought a t-shirt for each person in the family. That is including themselves, so they bought 5 t-shirts. And then they bought 2 pairs of sunglasses, and each one was $10. So they bought a total of 7 items. They bought 5 t-shirts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a pair of sunglasses for 10 and another pair for 10. And we can see the sandals and the t-shirts cost $120 total. Okay, so we have $120. We know that they spent 10 times 2, which is $20. So subtract, and that leaves us with 100. And so then each of the t-shirts, so there were 5 of them. So we're going to divide by 5, so that gives us each t-shirt costs $20. Okay, so then our equation, there were 5 t-shirts, so we're multiplying 5 times their number of t-shirts, plus $20 that they spent in sunglasses, gives us $120. So you're subtracting that $20 to keep that equal sign equal. So 5t equals 100, multiply by the reciprocal, which leaves us with t is equal to 20. Okay, in scenario 5, the family flew in an airplane to their vacation. Each person had to have his own ticket for the plane and also pay $25 in insurance fees per person. What was the cost of one ticket? So they had to have their own ticket and pay $25, and it was the whole family. So again, we have our whole family. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then each is paying for a plane ticket, and the insurance costs $25. So plane ticket, $25, plane ticket, $25, plane ticket, $25, plane ticket, and $25. And their total airfare and insurance was $875. Okay, so we have 25 times 5, which is 125. So we have 875 minus 125, which gives us $750. And then there were 5 tickets that they had to purchase. So divided by 5 equals 5 will go into 15. That doesn't make sense. Oh, and then the 0. So 5 times 5 is 25. Subtract. Okay, 150. There we go. Each ticket costs $150. And obviously you can go back and you can always plug in that information. 150 plus 25 is 175. 175 5 times gives me 875. So let's practice some more doing it this way. Okay, so 5 times t is 5t. 5 times 25 is 125 equals 875. Subtract minus that 125 leaves me with 5t equals 750. Multiply by the reciprocal, which is the same thing as dividing by 5. So t equals 50 equals 150. Scenario 6. While on vacation, the family rented a car to get them to all the places they wanted to see for 5 days. The car cost a certain amount each day, plus a one-time insurance fee of $50. How much was the daily cost of the car, not including the insurance fees? Okay, so the family members doesn't matter. It was for 5 days. So we need 5 days. That they were paying. So each day they had to pay a certain amount, an amount that we don't know. And then also on top of that, we also had to pay $50 for insurance. The total was $400. So the only thing that we know is that we were paying at least $50 for insurance. So we have $350 left for each of those 5 days. So we're dividing by 5. So 5 will go into 35 7 times, and then there's a 0. So each day the car was $70. So we have 5 days plus the $50 insurance gave me $400. So then we take away the 50. That additive inverse makes 0, so we're left with 5 days is equal to 350. Multiply by the reciprocal, which is the same thing as dividing by 5. Okay, so this would simplify, all down to 1. So I have D equals, this would give me 350 over 5, so 350 divided by 5 equals $70 for the day. In our final scenario, the family decided to stay in a motel for 4 nights. The motel charges a nightly fee plus $60 in state taxes. What is the nightly charge with no taxes included? Okay, so 4 days or 4 nights. So each night costs a certain amount. And then $60 in fees. Which also costs a total of $400. So we subtract. Leaves me with 340. And there were 4 nights, so we're going to divide by 4. So 4 will go into 340. 8 times is 32, subtract is 2, bring down the 0. 4 will go into 25 times, 5 times 4. And that's just $85 per night. So we had 4 ins plus the $60 gave me a total of $400. So I subtracted minus 60. So we have 4n is equal to 340. Multiply by the multiplicative inverse. Sorry, reciprocal. That's just another word for it. Which leaves me with n is equal to 85. Okay, after collaborating with all of the groups, so all of the things that we just did, we're going to fill in the paper below. So cost of 1 slice of pizza. So I'm just going to go back and look through rather than flipping our pages. Let's see, how much did a slice of pizza cost? So Oh, nope. Cost of an evening movie was $9. The cost of a slice of pizza was $4.59. Cost of admission was $24.61. Cost of a t-shirt was $20. Cost of one airplane ticket was $150. Daily was $70 and nightly was $85. Okay, using the results determine the cost of the following. So for a slice of pizza was $4.59. One plane ticket was $150. So I'm gonna line up my decimals here. $115. 2 nights in the motel. Okay, so motel was $85 for one night. We want for 2 nights. And one evening movie was $9. Okay, so now we're just gonna add it all up. 9, 5, decimal. That's 10. That's 9. It's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Carry on 1. 8 and 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Am I getting the right number here? No. Try that again. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Where did I make a mistake? 9, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Carry my 2. Gives me 33. Gives me 23. There we go. $333.59. Okay, so then let's do one t-shirt. T-shirt costs 20 bucks. Ticket to a baseball game was $24.61. And a car rental was $70. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $114.61. Pause the video and try the exercise on your own. Okay, so it's $10 for the first hour. And then each additional hour is 12. We need this to equal a total of 58. Okay, so $10 it's 48. So then how many times can 12 go into 48? And it will go in there 4 times, so I need 4 12s. So that would be my tape diagram. So an equation, 12 times the number of hours, which were unknown to us because that's what we were looking for, plus 10 equals a total of 58. So in this case, an equation actually would have been in some ways simpler. We wouldn't have been doing a guess and check like we were. So 12 times h equals 48, and then we can multiply by that reciprocal. Should have been 12, not 4. Okay, which leaves me with h is equal to 4 hours. Pretty babysat. No. At the sitter. No, that's not right either. You were already there for 10. So it's 5. 5 hours. Because it was 4 hours plus the first hour, which was $10, which gives us 5 hours. Okay, and that is the end of our lesson. So we can see that our tape diagrams provide a visual model in order to demonstrate what we're doing when we're solving that algebraic expression. And we use things like the distributive property, or multiplying by the reciprocal, which we also call our multiplicative inverse.